Hey YouTube, how you doing? Got one for the atheist community. It's about a new argument that is cropping up here that you may or may not have heard. It's definitely one that I ran across twice in about a week, and I hadn't heard it before, and I had to go and research this myself. And I'm not an expert, but it's based on the Cambrian explosion. This is the new evolutionist. The new creationist. Haha, Darwin was wrong, and this proves it. A little stunt that they're trying to pull, and it really needs to be addressed. They're saying that the Cambrian explosion does not have any prior fossil record to it. Everything just appeared at the Cambrian, and there was no evolution at all. Everything was fully formed when it was created fully formed. And yeah, how do you explain this? You're so smart. This breaks Darwin, they say. Well, okay, no, it doesn't. They need to understand a few things, and this is some ammunition for your can. The Precambrian, also known as the Ediacaran period, actually does hold our oldest fossils. They're the oldest ones that we have found to date, and they are very, very, very simple single-celled organisms. And then we have some indirect evidence of things existing too, but we actually do have fossils from this period, and there are multicellular animals here and signs of predation. The Cambrian explosion was not a period that happened overnight. You'll hear this. It's sudden. It happened suddenly. It happened over a period of about 70 to 80 million years, actually. And that is not sudden. If you believe that 80 million years is sudden, I challenge you to hold your breath for 3 minutes, and then we'll talk about what sudden means. This is a period where biodiversity increased by orders of magnitude. For those of you who don't know, that is a 1 followed by some zeros. For every order of magnitude, you add a 0. So, I don't know. I don't know how many, but it went fast. And we have several ideas about why it did this. Possibly a climate shift, possibly as a response to predation. And we do actually see in the Cambrian explosion, or the Cambrian radiation, evidence of things evolving, things changing over time. In response to this, animals begin developing spines and fins and whatnot. Not fins like in flippers, but they begin developing spines and changing body shapes and styles. This is really there. The people who are telling you this are basing their information off the very top of a Wikipedia article, because if you type in Cambrian explosion and you take the first result from Google, what you'll wind up getting is a wiki page on the Cambrian explosion. And they look at the very top of this, and that's as far as they go. They don't read into it. They don't go any further. They don't go deeper. They see this one thing, and they don't take everything into account. This is because people who believe in creationism, I really hate to have to say this, but you're being willfully stupid. You're doing it on purpose. You're not exploring. You're not examining anything. You are finding a fact, and you are taking that one fact, and you are basing your entire life around this fact. Now, it doesn't matter if the information is 20 or 30 years out of date. You found something somewhere written, and that has to be good enough. You don't question what you read. Now, I did go through and read the entire article, and I know that Wiki is a bad place to get your information, but it's good if you need a source cited really quickly, because they generally have a list of sources down at the bottom. So I gave it a shot on the advice of a friend of mine. His name's Dave. And I began checking things out, and it's not a scientific journal, but it's not bad either. It is prone to vandalism from time to time, and that's why I question it, and I would flunk anybody who handed me a paper that they cited Wikipedia as a source for. I assure you I would do this. that paper would get an F, and it would go right in the circle file where it belongs. So, yeah, really, the Cambrian explosion is not an argument. It's a try. They do try, but that's as far as they go. Just thought you guys might want to know this. And contrary to their claims, which are wrong, the Cambrian explosion does evidence evolutionary progress, and there were pre-existing animals in the Ediacaran, the pre-Cambrian period. I can't say it. I don't know how to say it. I admit it. I'm a schmuck. But, but there it is. And that's all I have for you right now. I'll be back later.